Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Sister wives, Janelle Brown missing her old life in Flagstaff as Tata Farms faces setbacks. Is it true that she regrets moving to North Carolina? Recent hints have suggested that Janelle Brown from Sister Wives misses living in Flagstaff. She spent nearly 30 years with her former husband, Kody Brown, and did her best to adhere to the rules of polygamy. In addition to accepting Mary, Christine, and Robyn Brown, Kody's other wives, Janelle was a wonderful mother to her 6 children. Despite putting a lot of effort into their polygamous marriage, Janelle never received enough respect from Kody. In 2020, she reached a breaking point when Kody forced her to follow his strict pandemic rules and kick their sons out of the home. In 2021, Janelle witnessed a significant division in the Brown family. She noticed Kody becoming distant from everyone except his favorite wife, Robyn, which led her to realize she was wasting her time with him. Janelle also saw Christine leaving Kody, which inspired her to do the same in 2022. After splitting up with Kody, Janelle began focusing on her health and her businesses, making up for the lost time. She also bought a large piece of land when she moved to North Carolina from Flagstaff, Arizona. At the same time, Janelle also promised to rid herself of negativity. Flagstaff still feels like home to Janelle. Janelle discussed how Flagstaff still feels at home. She mentioned that it was refreshing to see her hometown from a tourist's perspective while still being close to her friends. The Sister Wives cast member hinted that her recent trip to Flagstaff brought back memories of her time living there. Janelle visited her old Pilates studio and several other places. She also found it fun to visit Flagstaff because she has many friends there. Janelle came to the conclusion that going back to her old hometown was fun because it gave her a fresh perspective on her familiar surroundings. What Janelle loves the most about Flagstaff. Since moving to North Carolina, Janelle has greatly missed Flagstaff. She recently spent a week attending important events in her former hometown, and she expressed how much she had missed it. Janelle posted a picture of the outdoors and talked about how beautiful the trails were. She wrote, "Trails wind through the city that make you feel like you are in the country. This morning, peace." Janelle mentioned that one of the things she cherished about Flagstaff was its trails. She also mentioned that she knew about 50 different trails that started in the city. Janelle shared more of her thoughts, praising Flagstaff's urban trails. She mentioned that she made sure to make the most of the trails during her recent visit to Flagstaff. Janelle also commented, "Yeah, just such a walkable city," noting the excellent map layout and well-planned structure. She acknowledged the efforts of those responsible for the city layout, stating that they had thought of everything, making it easy for biking and walking. "The urban trail system they have is amazing," the Sister Wives cast member concluded her statement. In Arizona, Janelle has close friends. While Janelle has established a new life in North Carolina, she still misses her time in Flagstaff. She has shared a number of updates over the past year about her former hometown, talking about her feelings then and now. Most recently, Janelle shared an Instagram story about her recent trip to Flagstaff. "I have to say, it's very interesting, I must say, to be a tourist in your old hometown," she said. Janelle, a mother of 5, added that it is somewhat fun because she knows all the best places to go and doesn't need to rely on GPS to navigate. Despite being in a troubled marriage, she was able to build strong relationships and form friendships with people who supported her through difficult times. Janelle expressed her appreciation for her close friends' presence in her life by sharing photos of herself with them in Flagstaff in April 2025. She wrote, "Contemplating tonight how amazing it is to have friends." Janelle also revealed the reason she has such a strong bond with her friends. She shared that she didn't have time to be social when she was in the thick of raising kids and working full-time. She said that she was too busy because she was going to school for 3 of those years to finish her degree. Janelle noted that during that time, she only had work colleagues as friends, but over time, they became some of her closest friends. Janelle concluded her heartfelt message dedicated to her friends by saying, "Now they are amazing pieces of my life." Janelle's Tata Farms is facing delays. Janelle started Tata Farms, a flower farm in Chocowinity, North Carolina, in 2024 to make money. She also made a website and told Sister Wives fans to buy things from her online store to show their support. Unfortunately, Janelle hasn't yet provided any updates on the success of her business. In the meantime, Janelle's daughter and co-business owner, Madison Brush, has mentioned that various issues from wetlands checks to endless permits have caused delays in the ongoing work on their farm. Is Janelle questioning her move to North Carolina? It is difficult to determine if Janelle is questioning her decision to move to North Carolina. She misses Flagstaff and all of its positive attributes, but she likely understands that she made the wise decision to move away from the city. Janelle's new business venture is likely to be beneficial for her in the long run. Despite its current lack of success, the farm is expected to eventually become profitable. Janelle is a skilled businesswoman with ample patience and strategic prowess. The Sister Wives cast member recognizes the importance of making wise money moves and practicing patience in life. Robyn of Sister Wives is required to appear in the Garrison episode for a TLC check. Was Robyn Brown, star of Sister Wives, forced to appear in the Garrison Brown episode in exchange for a TLC paycheck? During the tribute, viewers didn't want her, and when she was on camera, she didn't show any emotion. Read on for more information regarding the possible reason Robyn felt compelled to film. Robyn forced to do Garrison episode? Sister Wives fans were very open about how they felt Robyn Brown should not be a part of the Garrison Brown tribute episode. They claimed that she helped to destroy and tear the family apart. As a result, her input was not required. When she did show up, she faked crying and could not even push out a tear. She also wiped her eyes shut, concealing nothing. Robyn was very distant from Kody Brown and treated Garrison like a friend from the family while she was talking to him about his son's death. Now, the question has arisen whether or not she only participated in the episode to get paid. She probably knows how much viewers despise her, so this makes sense. They went to her rarely used social media to remind her of how she contributed to Garrison's death and how heartless she was, so, why would Robyn Brown want to be scrutinized more by the public? For money. Robyn was viewed by viewers of the Sister Wives tribute to Garrison episode as extremely dishonest. Moreover, they believed she was not happy about Garrison's passing, mainly because it reunited Kody with his family. While many felt Kody was truly broken, Robyn was inconvenienced. Money matters. Robyn Brown needed a reason to be on the tribute because she was aware that fans of Sister Wives did not want her there. They tried her best to cry and saw how she squinted, but they saw nothing. Robyn is unique in that she will weep over anything, making herself the constant victim. However, she did bring a significant amount of debt with her, so money speaks. One follower had this insight, reiterating how money-hungry Robyn is and always has been. First season Robyn has never shed a fake tear. I totally agree with you, she should have not appeared, but she needed that TLC check for her new McMansion and $100K worth of dolls. Before selling their enormous Flagstaff mansion, the couple just bought a brand new $2.1 million home. They proceeded to take out a loan, so clearly, money is everything. Especially since the other three wives owe Robyn and Kody nothing. After an emotionally charged Mother's Day episode, Sister Wives cast member Garrison retired. Sister Wives fans will get to see Garrison Brown laid to rest in an emotional Mother's Day episode on Sunday, May 11th. On May 4th, the hit reality show on TLC finally acknowledged that Janelle and Kody Brown's son had passed away. The chapter will come to an abrupt end at this point. Read on for more information. Garrison laid to rest in emotional Mother's Day episode. Season 19 of Sister Wives began with a disclaimer regarding Garrison Brown. He committed suicide in March 2024, but the season was shot before that. As a result, the network wanted to note both his passing and the filming schedule. Fans were disappointed that no pictures, clips, or flashbacks featured Garrison. They felt that he was being erased, yet the family wanted to be very careful about keeping him out of the public eye. Finally, the family acknowledged Garrison's passing in the Sunday, May 4th episode. They talked about how they got the news and the problems Garrison had been having for a long time. He had been drinking, and eventually, his life came to a stop, as did the rest of the family's. Kody said that he wanted to bring Garrison home, which would mean burying him with Grandma Cheryl in Wyoming. Janelle concurred, and in accordance with his wishes, they held a brief viewing for his close friends and family before cremation. Now, in the upcoming May 11th episode, which falls on Mother's Day, he will finally be laid to rest. The whole Sister Wives family will reunite in this emotional episode. Mary Brown, who was visibly broken by Garrison's suicide, stated that it took his death to get everyone back together. She despises the fact that he had to die for the Browns to come to an agreement. Since Isabel Brown graduated, it's likely that they haven't all been in the same place. After that, many attended Gwendolyn Brown's wedding, but there was so much dissension lingering. That will all go by the wayside to honor their lost brother and son. Are fans ready? Sister Wives fans were not prepared to say goodbye to Garrison Brown in the May 4th episode. It tore everyone apart because they had watched him grow up as well as been through so much with the family. Hearing everyone speak about the day he passed and those that followed cut deeply. So, are viewers ready for everyone to reunite to lay him to rest? Will it be easy to watch? Of course not. Regardless of what people think of the family, this should never happen. Get some tissues ready because nobody ought to have to bury their child. The saga of Sister Wives has spanned years and countless emotional crossroads, but one of the most compelling transformations in recent times is that of Janelle Brown. Once one of Kody Brown's 4 wives, Janelle has always been known for her practical, measured demeanor and deep commitment to both her family and personal growth. While her exit from the polygamist household was not as explosive as Christine's or as solemn as Mary's, it was no less significant. In many ways, Janelle's departure represented quiet strength, the strength to walk away from a broken marriage and start over, despite decades of shared history and deeply rooted ties. Now, with her move to North Carolina and her venture, Tata Farms, Janelle is taking on a whole new lifestyle, one that's filled with opportunity but also uncertainty. And recently, hints from her social media activity, public appearances, and interviews suggest that she's beginning to miss her old life in Flagstaff. Is it just nostalgia, or does Janelle regret moving across the country in search of something new? With Tata Farms facing unexpected delays and her once comfortable social life in Arizona left behind, it's worth asking, has Janelle Brown begun to second-guess her bold move to the East Coast? A polygamous past rooted in the mountains of Flagstaff. To understand why Janelle's emotional connection to Flagstaff runs so deep, we must first look at her years in the Brown family dynamic. Janelle was never the loudest or most attention-seeking of the wives, but she was always a stabilizing force, logical, composed, and committed to her children and business ventures. Her marriage to Kody spanned nearly 30 years, during which she bore 6 children and balanced the complicated polygamous lifestyle that defined the Brown household. When the family relocated from Las Vegas to Flagstaff, Arizona, in 2018, it was supposed to represent a fresh chapter. Flagstaff was chosen for its beautiful landscape and quieter pace of life, ideal for the Browns' goal of building homes on their Coyote Pass land. But what followed was far from a dream scenario. The family fractured under pressure, disagreements erupted over land parcels, and Kody's favoritism toward Robyn grew more obvious with each passing season. Yet for Janelle, Flagstaff became a place of memories, both painful and beautiful. It was where she raised her children during their most formative years. It was where she redefined her independence, eventually deciding to leave her spiritually dissolved marriage. It was also where she started to prioritize her health and mental clarity. While the breakup from Kody was inevitable, it came at a cost, walking away from a town that had become a symbol of both freedom and familiarity. Janelle's emotional ties to Flagstaff run deep. After moving to North Carolina, Janelle appeared to embrace her new chapter with enthusiasm. But her frequent reflections on Flagstaff have stirred speculation. In one heartfelt post, she admitted that revisiting her former home as a tourist brought back powerful memories. The trip, meant for business or personal errands, turned into an emotional pilgrimage. She revisited her old Pilates studio and took time to walk the trails she once loved. Janelle wrote about Flagstaff's urban trail system with great admiration, calling it a walkable city with an amazing trail network. It wasn't just about the fitness aspect, these trails represented tranquility and reflection for a woman who had spent years putting her family's needs first. Her appreciation wasn't performative, it was genuine, laced with longing for the kind of peace she used to find on early morning hikes. Her post included a stunning photo of the landscape with a caption that read, "Peaceful this morning," highlighting her yearning for the serenity Flagstaff once offered. This wasn't just about loving the scenery, it was about missing the version of herself that had begun to blossom there after leaving Kody.